They're back, and so we're headed back to Donald Trump's hush money trial. Everyone just returned from lunch break to resume jury selection. NBC's Yasmin Vossoughian is outside the courthouse. We were waiting to see, would we learn who they were going to keep, who they were going to strike? What have we heard in just his first few minutes since they came back, Yasmin?
So they can essentially present for cause why they would want to strike a particular juror, or they could say, I just don't like this juror, and that's why I want to strike them. They can do that 10 times. But in this case, Blanche is presenting juror number 1 as they're referencing
Meaning
this
Todd Blanche, who is the main defense attorney for Donald Trump.
Exactly. Thank you for pointing that out. So juror number 1 as someone that they want to strike, and they're taking us kind of through the reasons in which they want to strike this individual. And I kind of want to read, Chris, for you what we're hearing from inside the courtroom specifically. So Merchan is asking about a Facebook post that they are talking about from 2020 when Joe Biden won the election. And in this Facebook post, it appears to be 2 screen grabs at an outdoor location and says, I have to get in the car and spread the honking cheers. There is an actual dance party on 96th Street. Now, I was in Times Square on the day in which it was announced that Joe Biden had won the presidential election back in 2020. Honking your car was obviously a sign of support for President Joe Biden and him winning that election. Subsequently, it seems as if that is problematic to Todd Blanche, Donald Trump's attorney, along with the defendant, Donald Trump himself. They're also showing a video from her Facebook as well that we were not able to see, or those in the overflow room were not able to see, because the images were turned off on the screen. One other thing. Todd Blanche says, you're wondering how it is that we were able to verify that this Facebook page actually belonged to this juror, to this individual. Blanche says multiple jurors had social media posts that directly contradicted their oral testimony during voir dire, and says the juror was celebrating the 2020 loss there, hence the reason why they want to strike this juror. One other thing, Chris, that I want to read for you here is this. It is the exchange between Blanche and this potential juror. This potential juror says, this is a different case than those other cases. I didn't follow them specifically. They're about different things. We have to take this case on its own merits. It's relatively simple and compartmentalized. This was during the voir dire section. They go on. How do you feel about him? Todd Blanche says, Donald Trump's attorney. That's not important, this potential juror. What if you were sitting in a bar? Then I would tell you. That's what this juror says. I'll say, I'm a Democrat, so there you go. But I walk in here, if I am picked up for the jury, would be to judge the defendant on the basis of the facts. It doesn't matter what my view is, but I honestly believe I can compartmentalize. There's more. This was a pretty long conversation between these 2 individuals. My opinion of the president, whether as a president, former president, candidate, has absolutely no bearing on this case. What I think about President Trump outside of this room has nothing to do with what goes on. My view does not matter. If we were sitting in a bar, I'd be happy to tell you personal opinion is personal opinion. That is from this potential juror who now Todd Blanche has a problem with. One other note, Chris, that I got from Laura Jarrett, who is in the overflow room, along with Lisa Rubin as well, is that Trump has been more animated during the voir dire portion of this jury selection process. And when they went to kind of their corners and then subsequently lunch break to figure out who would be struck, it seems as if the former president was very involved in that process as well as he was in the Judge Kaplan case. So just things to keep in mind and kind of part of the process. And really, this is the process working.
Hey everyone, MSNBC has a new and improved app. You'll get real-time alerts and analysis, live blogs, in-depth essays, video highlights, and the best 2024 election coverage. Download the new MSNBC app. Here's how to do it. You tap on the App Store on your phone. You hit search on the bottom right corner. You type in MSNBC. You click on the MSNBC app. You click on Get or the cloud icon and enjoy it.